Today we're going to be taking a look at the best hitch options for your 2018 Volkswagen Jetta. So up top here we're going to have our CURT Class 1 hitch, and right below that we're going to have our Draw-Tite Class 1 hitch. Now both of our hitches are that Class 1, which means it's going to give us an 1¼ by 1¼ receiver tube opening, and as you can see there is going to be a cosmetic difference, but essentially these are going to install the same and give us the same amount of ground clearance. Both of our hitches do feature a round tube design on the cross tube, and it is going to sit just right below the bumper and it is going to be visible. The CURT does have a little bit more of a finished look to it because it has that reinforced collar and just a nice look, whereas the Draw-Tite is more of just a flush cut on the receiver tube and doesn't have that collar. Now another difference on our hitches is going to be the safety chain connection points. Our Draw-Tite is going to have a loop style welded to the bottom of the receiver tube, and even with some smaller hooks you'll see we're going to have plenty of room to get the hook on at almost any angle. Now whereas the CURT is going to have a plate style welded to the bottom of the receiver tube, and while we can still get our small hooks in place, it may be a little bit more difficult coming from the side just because of the flange on that plate. Now since these are both Class 1 hitches, these are going to be great for cargo carriers to free up space inside of our Jetta, or if we want to carry a couple bikes with us going on our bike ride. Now the way we're going to mount all those accessories is through the hitch pin hole on the side. Both of our hitches are going to accept a standard 1/2" pin and clip. The Draw-Tite you will need to provide your own pin and clip, and you can pick one up here at etrailer.com using part number PC2. They're both going to have a 200-pound tongue weight, which is going to be the maximum downward force at the receiver tube. They're also going to have a 2,000-pound gross trailer weight rating, which is the amount that they can pull, including the trailer and everything we have loaded on it. Now, you always want to double check your Jetta's owner's manual and never exceed the manufacturer's recommended weight. The only exception to all of these ratings is that CURT does recommend the use of a stabilization strap anytime that you're towing any non-trailer loads or any loads that are not supported by tires, like a bike rack or a cargo carrier. One more thing you might be wondering about is the installation. Both of our hitches are going to install almost identically. The only difference is going to be the hardware may be a little bit different sized, and the CURT does have one more mounting location than the Draw-Tite does. And the Draw-Tite is going to use a handle nut, whereas the CURT is going to have you fish wire the hardware into the frame. So to sum everything up, both of our hitches are going to be Class 1s. They're going to give us the same weight ratings, install almost identically, and they're going to give us the same amount of ground clearance. So really what it's going to come down to is which one you like the looks of. Now personally, I really like the looks of the CURT here because it does have that rounded collar on there, just giving it more of a finished look, and it's really not distracting on the back of our Jetta. And that'll finish up the look at the best hitch options for your Volkswagen Jetta.